This is the second part of 3 parts on section 6.1, real numbers, order, and absolute value. Hey guys, so this section is going to be about just ordering numbers and specifically how to do that on the number line. So I'm going to give you just one example and then we'll do one together, and I think you should be good to go with homework. So there's going to be some symbols that are used in this section that I know you guys already know because we've used them in class, so I didn't feel the need to spend class time reviewing them. But we will be using the less than symbol and the greater than symbol, and because of that we'll also be using less than or equal to and greater than or equal to. A large part of this section is going to be about plotting numbers on the number line. So in order to do that, you might need to change the fraction into a decimal using long division, and then you're going to need to determine, is that number at the halfway point, is it above the halfway point, or is it below the halfway point? Is it closer to the smaller number or closer to the bigger number? And those are the kinds of things you'll be expected to be able to do on MyLabs Plus. So I've included just an example of a number line here where you can see in decimal form a number that's negative 2.5. It's right smack in between negative 2 and negative 3. When you get up to a number like 5 halves, that may be when you have to do how many times does 2 go into 5, and you might need to change that into 2.5. And then that's why that number lands right smack in between 2 and 3 that you can see here. And then we've got the number 10 thirds, and if you did that division, you would find that that's 3 1/3, and a third is 0.33333. So that's why that particular fraction's a little bit closer to 3 and just to the left of that halfway point. So here's an example of something you would have to put on a number line. So I can see that I go all the way down to negative 4, and then I'm going to bring that up to at least 3. Just make that a little bit longer there. So I've got a fourth. A fourth is in between, if this is a half, 0 and a half. So I would put my dot on there and label that as 1/4. 2.5 would fall right smack in between 2 and 3. Negative 3 and 4/5. Well, 5/5 is equal to 1. So if I'm at 4/5, then I'm really, really close to the next number. So I'm going to put that almost to 4. Negative 4 obviously falls right smack on an integer, and negative 1 falls right smack on an integer. So those are the kinds of things you're going to be asked to do in your homework.